Welcome to the 2019 F1 Russian Grand Prix qualifying. Charles Leclerc again. 4 poles in a row. Equaling Michael Schumacher's record at Ferrari for 4 poles in a row. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to win the race. To me, any of the top 4 could win the race. Actually, include Max Verstappen in that. Even though Max Verstappen is taking that 5-place grid penalty and he's going to start off in, I think, 9th or 10th, I still think Max Verstappen's got a chance to win this race. Max Verstappen, he's getting the most out of his car. He's in the Red Bull, Honda engine. It's not as fast as the Mercedes car, and it's surely not as fast as a Ferrari car. Ferrari's straight line speed is 1 second faster than the Red Bull car. Excuse me. 1 second faster than the Red Bull car in qualifying. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Where Ferrari was at the beginning, so now, unbelievable. Hats off to Ferrari. Now, qualifying. I kind of thought that Charles was going to get it. He is on a tremendous run of late. He's doing everything perfect. The pressure in qualifying is coming down on Sebastian Vettel. Now, Sebastian Vettel winning the Singapore Grand Prix last week, I was so happy for him. I know it gave him a little bit more confidence, but he's still lacking in qualifying. Charles Leclerc has won 3 races in a row. He's got 4 poles in a row. Unbelievable. Perfect just for what Ferrari need. Now, tomorrow comes. Vettel might get a good start. He might get the double toe, because you can get the double toe here. This is what the Russian Grand Prix is famous for. For that first straight, it's got a big straight and you can get toes everywhere. I remember last year at the 2018 Russian Grand Prix, I think pole was Bottas. Second was, I think it was Hamilton, I'm not sure. And third was Ferrari, Vettel. I remember Hamilton got a tremendous toe of Valtteri Bottas. What a tremendous toe. And you just saw the 2 cars going do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Absolutely amazing. It was amazing to watch on TV. Seeing the toe that Lewis Hamilton got off Bottas. Bottas actually moved over for Hamilton so Hamilton could get the toe, so we could get the jump on Vettel, and it worked. Absolutely amazing. That's what it's all about here. Now, it's going to be maybe a little bit different. The roles are reversed this year. Hamilton second, third is Vettel, and fourth is Bottas. Now it's time for Lewis Hamilton to help his teammate out. If Hamilton can get a good start, Bottas get a good start, Bottas pulls out in front behind Hamilton, and Hamilton can help Bottas with the toe. Give Bottas a toe. Just like Bottas gave you a toe last year. Just like Bottas helped out Hamilton in Singapore. Now it's time for Hamilton to help out Bottas. That's what teammates are for. Because Bottas at the moment, he's not in a good place. This is a guy at the beginning of the season who was winning everything. He was out qualifying his teammates all the time. And now Bottas is not in a good place. Oh yeah, he's got a contract for next year. But it looks like he's Rubens Barrichello. Like Rubens Barrichello for Michael Schumacher. And I just hope that Hamilton can help him out tomorrow. Who do I think is going to win tomorrow? Like I said at the beginning of the video, I don't know. It's between Lewis Hamilton, Charles, Vettel, Max, and even Bottas. My favourite to win pole, maybe even to get second, was Valtteri Bottas. There's 2 tracks you can always rely on Valtteri Bottas to win. Bahrain and Russia. They're his two favourite tracks, guaranteed. Guaranteed he's going to turn up, and even Baku as well. He's going to turn up. But today, he didn't turn up. He just didn't turn up. Now, Max Verstappen. Like I said, he's got a 5-place grid penalty, but he's got to be proud of that time he put in. He's got to be proud. For what he's got, he's driving the wheels off that car. He's driving the wheels off the car. There's no doubt about it. If that man, Max Verstappen, was in a Ferrari or a Mercedes, he'll be fighting for the championship, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Now, I've got some notes here. Let's bring them up. Now, Q1 starts. Vettel comes out the block straight away. Leclerc's following him. Not literally, he's not following behind, but he comes out after him. Leclerc's putting pressure on Vettel, just like he did in Singapore, just like he did in Spa, Monza. He came out behind Vettel. Vettel's there trying to get his pole lap in. Turn 6, Vettel runs a bit wide, but it weren't really a bad thing. He didn't really compromise, nothing really, not really in time, but he went a bit wide in turn 6. But Vettel, as soon as he got to turn 13, that's when the problems happened. He locked up his brakes and his lap was gone. He finished the lap, but his time was gone. He went right down to the bottom of the times. So basically, 1 lap wasted. 1 lap was wasted for Vettel. So I thought, here we go. He just come off a good run in Singapore. He won the race. Confidence should be high. And all of a sudden, he does that. Because he knew that Charles Leclerc was pressuring him behind. He knew that Charles Leclerc was pulling in time, fast lap after sector. He was pulling them all. He was getting all the fast times in. And he knew it. Turn 13, locked up. Boom. Tailwind hit the car. Boom, 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 boom. It was all over. His lap was gone. So now he has to run another lap. Because if he changed tyres in Q1, he knows if he changes tyres in Q1, he's got to use them same tyres at the beginning of the race tomorrow. That's what it's all about, strategy. Strategy starts from the beginning of Q1. You've got to get that fast lap in first, at least in the top 5. You don't want to be changing tyres in Q1. So Vettel says, right, compromising his lap. And he was on the soft tyres. So basically, he tries again. He goes on another fast lap. Kubica runs wide, compromises Vettel's lap again. Green flag comes out. He's got to slow down. But no, the yellow flag comes out. He's got to slow down a little bit. Compromise his lap again. So he's thinking to himself, am I ever going to finish this lap? Everybody's finishing the laps. Hamilton, Leclerc, Vettel. They're all, not Vettel, Max Verstappen. They're all finishing the laps. All of them are. But Vettel still can't finish a fast lap. So he's thinking to himself, is he actually going to get out of Q1? Is he? I don't know. So basically, as the time goes on, Gasly spins again in... No, well, not again. He spins in turn 18. Didn't bash his car, but he lost a bit of time in the last sector. Turn 13 come. Albon spins off. Boom, crashes his car. That's it. Crashes his car. Albon out. Out of Q1. I felt sorry for him. He was on a monster lap as well. He was hitting every sector. Perfect. Not going too wide. Weren't spinning. Wasn't locking up. Wasn't oversteering. Everything was perfect. Got to turn 13. Bam. Spins off. Barrier. Straight in the barrier. Smashes his car. He didn't hit it from the front. He hit it from the back, and that's even worse. Because that's where all your gearing and your engine is. Might have a group place penalty tomorrow. Has to change the gear. Car smashed up. He can't run that car tomorrow. Red Bull, in that state it is, if they just change the back of the car, they have to change the brakes. They've got to change it all. Because they can't chance that car starting tomorrow, because after 10 laps it might break down. So it looks like it looks like Albon, the one who span off Albon for Red Bull, he's going to be gone. He's not going to be gone, but he's going to be taking the 5-place group penalty, because they're going to have to change his gearbox. and there's a penalty straight away. So Albon not getting off to a good start in Russia. Like I said, everybody was saying he should have went to. It was a good replacement for Gasly. I thought maybe, I don't know, but my pick, I would have picked Daniel Fiat. He was the most experienced driver. He's been in Red Bull before. All right, and he was in Red Bull before when he was younger. Made a few mistakes, left F1, but he came back. And I just thought, Albon being his first season in F1, leaving F2, he was in F2 last year, coming into the season, I just thought they should have kept him in Toro Rosso a little bit longer. That's what I thought. I thought he should have been at Toro Rosso for one season, maybe two. And if you want to rocket launch him to Red Bull, go ahead. That's what I thought about Albon. But I just thought Daniel Fiat should have been the replacement for Pierre Gasly. That would have been me. I would have put him in replacement for Pierre Gasly. And Albon, maybe next season or the season after. See what happens. So he spins into turn 13. Albon smashes the car up. He's gone. He's gonna get a penalty for the gearbox because they're gonna have to change the gearbox, like I said before. Now, Vettel comes out first. He needs to come out first. This is about 3 minutes ago at the end of Q1. He still hasn't put off a good lap in. He's had 2 attempts. He's been stopped by Albon. He's been stopped by Kubica. He's been stopped by himself. Comes out, pulls a lap out, gets to the top 3. Easy, perfect, Vettel. And them same tyres. Really, he should have only run it twice. He had to run it 4 times. Q2. So at the end of Q1, the one who topped the times, Vettel first. Hamilton 2. And who was it? Yeah. Vettel 1. Leclerc 2. And Hamilton 3. Exits were at the end who never qualified. Raikkonen, Russell, Kubica, Albon, and Fiat. Finally, for the first time in his F1 career, Antonio Giovinazzi outperformed and outqualified Kimi Raikkonen. Because in Kimi Raikkonen, if Kimi Raikkonen wouldn't have spun off a little bit in turn 13, he lost a bit of time there, and that's why Giovinazzi outqualified him. But you got to give it to Giovinazzi. He tried. That's Formula 1. That's Formula 1. You slip, and it compromises your time. People can say, yeah, if Kimi wouldn't have slipped, he would have made it through. Antonio Giovinazzi would have went out, but he slipped, and that's it. Finally, Antonio Giovinazzi outqualified Kimi Raikkonen. Because you know Antonio Giovinazzi, he's fighting for that spot for next season. Because Nico Hülkenberg wants to go there. He wants to go to Alfa Romeo. He wants to go there. That's his only shot. Unless he goes to Williams. Now, he says he wants to be in a team that can win. Basically, none of them can win. Let's face it. Alfa Romeo or Williams, none of them are going to get on the podium next year. None of them. Unless it rains and everybody starts crashing and they finally get out of it and get that cheeky win. It's not going to happen. Nico Hülkenberg was in Renault. Still can get a podium. Has Nico Hülkenberg ever won a race? No. He's a good driver, but has he ever won a race? No. And he's not going to win one with Renault, and he's certainly not going to win one with Williams. Alfa Romeo, it's not going to happen either. So, he had a chance to go to Haas. Nico Hülkenberg, he wanted too much money. That's the rumours. I'm not going to confirm it, I don't know. But that's the rumours going around that he wanted too much money. If that was the case, you burnt your bridges there with Gunther Steiner. He probably offered what he wanted, and he probably thought, nah, I want more. Gunther Steiner said, see you later, you're not getting no more. Nico Hülkenberg, now Nico Hülkenberg's got 2 options. He's got Williams and Alfa. Obviously, he wants Alfa. Antonio Giovinazzi knows that Nico Hülkenberg wants Alfa, so he's driving the wheels off that car. But he doesn't want to drive it too much in case he crashes the car. But it's through. Q2 started. Nothing really happened in Q2. Leclerc topped the timesheet. Vettel second. Verstappen third. Elimination was Gasly, Perez, Giovinazzi, and Magnussen, and Stroll. So Antonio Giovinazzi made it to Q2. But that was it. That's as far as he could do. And with the car, let's face it, it's not really going to get into Q3, is it? He tried. It's not going to happen. So Q3 started. Now, this is when it was starting to get interesting. Now, when I was watching Q3, I thought, you know what? Bottas has got another fast lap in him, I know he has. Bottas, this track belongs to Bottas. This is his Strangler. This is his track. Yeah? But for some reason, Bottas just kept oversteering the car. It seemed like he wasn't confident with the car. He wasn't confident. So he comes out. Bottas tried to get the lap in, doesn't work. Charles Leclerc puts in a fast lap. And then he goes for his second stint. He puts in for another fast lap. And what happened? He gets pole. Vettel tries to get... I thought Vettel was going to get second. He doesn't. He falls short. Again, slipping in the last sector. Didn't crash the car this time, but he oversteered the car. Doesn't make it into the top two. But Hamilton pulls out an almighty lap. I didn't even think that Hamilton was going to get in the top three. Maybe third, if he's lucky. But he pulled that last lap out and got himself in second place. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hamilton was so happy. Comes on the radio and he starts saying on the radio, yes guys, we're finally getting there. He drove the socks off that car. Just like Max Verstappen drives the socks off the Red Bull car. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are like similar drivers. They're both grit. They get the most out of the car. They're driving the car as fast as they can. Every little advantage they get with the car, they use it. If it's just a smidgen of time, they'll get it. That's why, to me, I know everyone's talking about Charles Leclerc. He's the man of the moment. He's got 4 poles in a row. He's got 3 wins. I'm not saying he's not a good driver. He's a good driver. And he's going to win the world title eventually. It's a matter of time. Lewis Hamilton is not getting any younger. I still think Lewis Hamilton's going to break the Schumacher record. He's definitely going to break the racing record. That's just a matter of time. And if you don't believe me, go take a walk. But to me, he needs... I still think he's going to get the 8 titles. If he comes in here, he's going to get... If this year's over, he's won the title. Yeah? If he wins the driver's title, that's 6. Next year, maybe 7. And then the regulations change and see what happens from there. Just see how Mercedes adapt to the new regulations. Because Red Bull was the team to beat before. And what happened? When Red Bull was the team to beat before. But as soon as the hybrid era started, Mercedes were the team. So now the regulations are going to start in 2021. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But I still think Hamilton can get that 8 title. 9, the 7th one. I mean, the racing record, it's a matter of time before he does it. It's a matter of time. I think he's only 9 away. So it's a matter of time for that one. But I still think he's going to get the 8 world titles as well. But what I'm saying, going back to the point what I'm talking about, because I've gone off topic now. Max Verstappen, to me, he's a better driver than Charles. To me. He's the best driver. After Hamilton, Max Verstappen second for me. And this is how I'd put it. Now, I'd put Lewis Hamilton, Vettel, Max Verstappen. That's what I think at the moment for now. If Vettel keeps going down this slippery slope, because look, you can't just say Vettel's a 4-time world champion. All right, he done it when the regulations were different, but he's still done it. You could say that about Schumacher. Schumacher won 7 titles, but he never done it in the hybrid era. Does that mean he's not better than Hamilton? I mean, well, I think Hamilton's better than Schumacher in my opinion. But, you know what I mean? It's different eras. To me, the greatest of all time was Ayrton Senna, but he wasn't in the hybrid era. Everyone's got their eras, but if you stack them all up, you look at the moment, yeah, Max Verstappen's legacy is yet to be written. It's not been written yet. He's a young man. And to me, at the moment, at driving today, it's Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, and if I had to throw a third one in there, it would definitely be Max Verstappen. I would put Max Verstappen higher, yeah, than Charles Leclerc. That's just my opinion. So, Charles gets pole again. Let's open these. I'll tell you how it finished actually, hold on. Let's get this up. I'll play some audio as well. If you watch my videos, usually I'll play audio. I can't really show you the audio because of copyright, but I'll show the results of the qualifying, how it finished. Now we have Charles Leclerc P1, P2 on the front grid. Looking at the front grid is Charles Leclerc 1, Lewis Hamilton 2, 3, Sebastian Vettel, 4th fourth is Bottas because Max Verstappen's going to take that grid penalty. So 4th is going to be Bottas, and how it looks on there, it's got Max in 4th. That's how it finished in times. But tomorrow, Max is going to be, I think he's going to start from 10th or 9th. So we've got Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, Max Verstappen, 5th Bottas, 6th Carlos Sainz, 7th Nico Hülkenberg, 8th Lando Norris, 9th Romain Grosjean, 10th Daniel Ricciardo. So Nico Hülkenberg out qualifying Daniel Ricciardo, because you know that Nico Hülkenberg is fighting for that seat next year. Not the Renault seat, but I think for the Alfa Romeo seat. We've got 11th Pierre Gasly. 11th Pierre Gasly, 12th Sergio Perez, 13th Antonio Giovinazzi, 14th Kevin Magnussen, 15th Lance Stroll, 16th Kimi Raikkonen, 17th George Russell, 18th Robert Kubica, 19th Alexander Albon, and Daniel Kvyat did not finish DNF. Didn't finish. Nor did Albon, because he smashed his car up. So that's how it ended. Let's see, we've got some audio. In the interviews, it's going to start with Lewis Hamilton, I guess. The first one pops up. Let's go with Vettel. It says Vettel says not entirely happy with today, so he's not really happy.
New Daredevil bites from KFC.
Sorry, adverts. Here we go.
I think you did it on purpose, not having the pole. He can give you a toe.
Yeah, I think if you're third here, it's probably not the worst place to be compared to maybe third in Monaco. Yeah, obviously not entirely happy with today. I wasn't really on top of everything, especially closing the lap was getting a bit weaker. So struggled with that final sector. For tomorrow, I'm quite confident. We have decent race pace. Obviously, we're on a different strategy compared to Mercedes. So.
They're on the yellows, you're on the softs.
Yeah, we will see who was right. What do you think?
I think you made a good choice.
So the games are starting already. Vettel's saying that we'll see who's got the best strategy tomorrow. He's asking the guy, who do you think is going to be right? And obviously the interview, he's not going to say Hamilton, is he? But he's saying that the guy is saying that he thinks that Ferrari's got the best strategy. I don't know. I think Mercedes is. They've got the nice brand new medium tyres that can go on longer. Put the pressure on Leclerc. Leclerc can burn his tyres out, force him to pit. Then Hamilton can unleash the fast lap while he goes into the pit and try and go for the undercut. See what happens. I've been saying that for the past couple of weeks, and Hamilton hasn't won the race yet, but we'll see what happens. This is a good track. This track, since it started 6 years ago, it's always been a Mercedes win. They've dominated this track for 6 years. So let's start again. We've got Seb Bottas. He's saying we are definitely quite a bit behind Ferrari. Let's listen.
Lewis pulled out that final sector looking like it was going to be a 4-5 for Mercedes. Is that more realistically where you find yourselves a second off pole?
Yeah, well, seems we are definitely behind, quite a bit behind to Ferrari, but for me it's just disappointed with the qualifying in the end. Sector 3, corner 13, every single lap I had a snap, and it just kept getting worse and worse, and I couldn't find a way to drive around the issue, so it was tricky, so I couldn't really complete any proper laps.
So Bottas not happy, understandable. So he's saying basically they're behind, way behind, but we'll see tomorrow. Because I think Lewis Hamilton's still got the fastest race pace, but let's see if that helps him tomorrow. Let's say Charles Leclerc. He's saying we've made positive steps, and it's coming together. It is coming together. Come together.
When online orders spike, it pays to
Four in a row. And I know you've heard this statistic already. First Ferrari driver to do that since a certain Michael Schumacher. Just the 89 wins and 7 world titles to go, but...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still very far apart for all the other stats, but if I ever, yeah. I mean,
It's a good one to have, though.
yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, anything that Michael has done, I'm very happy to take anything, but yeah, I mean, I'm very far from what he has achieved, but it definitely feels good to be on a 4th consecutive pole. And yeah, the car felt good. I think we did a great job to anticipating the evolution of the track, and car came together, and the lap then in Q3 was great, apart from turn 16 and the second to last corner where I lost a little bit the rear, but overall was a great lap.
You talk about the rear, but it's at the front that the car looks so different over the last 2 weekends. How much of a difference have you noticed? How much more sort of consistency and dependability do you have on a car that you can turn it in and put it where you want?
Well, I think that's where we have been struggling for all, especially myself. I've been struggling quite a lot at the beginning of the season with a lot of understeer. That's not how I like the cars to be. So we've been working like this, and in Formula 1, it's not from one day to another that you can change the car. So we've made some positive steps, I think, since the beginning of the season, and it's coming together. I'm very happy with the car at the moment, and it seems to pay off on track, so I'm very happy.
Ironically, though, pole's a tough place to be tomorrow. Big slipstream down to that first corner, particularly for the guy over there starting P3.
Yes, well, I mean, if it's only Seb, then it's fine because we're in the same team. But yeah, I mean, all the other 18 cars will have quite a big slipstream, so it's not going to be easy. But yeah, I'll just do my best.
Thanks.
So happy, gotta be. Now, let's have Lewis. He's basically saying I tried something different at the end of Q3. Let's play this. If it plays. Let's try it again.
From Danny Dreyer to Judy Hedge. Simply Business is the name trusted by over 500,000 businesses. You name it, we insure it.
It was looking for all the world like it was going to be second row, and then that final sector was just unbelievable.
I haven't seen it, but
It was something.
it was definitely very, very clean. And I tried something different in a certain corner, and compared to the previous lap, and it gained me. You know, my delta went from being kind of level to then gaining a 10th and a half or 2, whatever it was. So it was something I was thinking of trying throughout the weekend, but I hadn't yet just gone and done it. And because this last sector was actually good, and I didn't want to lose position. And I didn't know on the lap where I was or what position I was fighting for, or whether my teammate's doing a better job and he's going to out-qualify me. So I was just trying to pull everything out, knowing that they are super fast on the straights. And really, really happy when I came across the line, and then they said, "Oh, that's second." I'm like, "Oh my god, that's freaking awesome." Yeah,
That was a good example that how happy you can be when you squeeze the maximum out of it and you're not on pole. That was a good example.
Yeah, I think it was really that. Look, there's a couple of things. There's one that you naturally always want to live to your, drive to your ability and maximize. And I really felt like I was able to do that today with the help of the team. All the team had worked so hard, and then also the team spirit is so important, And so, whilst it was like a natural thing for me to be that positive, I know that the team spirit is so important for us to maintain this rhythm and the fighting force into the season, even though we're not winning races right now. And I know back in the team, they'll obviously be proud of the job we've done today, and hopefully I can convert that tomorrow.
We'll see. Like I said, it's going to be a good race tomorrow. I don't know who's going to win. Let's have Max last one. He says today was not a bad day. No, because today was not bad, not amazing.
Great lap. If Lewis hadn't have pulled that final sector out of nowhere, would have been a top 3 for you today.
Well, I think you can't rely on others. From our side, I think qualifying was not bad, also not amazing. I think the wind picked up, and it seemed like I started to struggle more with oversteer in the last sector, what was normally our strongest point. So I could not really use the potential we had yesterday, for example. But yeah, still we know in qualifying we lack performance, especially against Ferrari. You know, they are so quick around here on the straights. But that's not a surprise. It's like this already the whole year. But still to out-qualify one Mercedes, I think, is a good achievement. Of course, we have to go back, but we'll still try to get back to P5, maybe P4.
So that's the last interview, Max Verstappen. So it's going to be a good race tomorrow. I'm really, really looking forward to this race. I really like Russia. I think Russia's an amazing track. It's absolutely amazing, very fast, got a lot of slow corners as well. It's going to be very interesting. Hopefully a safety car comes out, but hopefully nobody gets hurt. But I can see it happening, maybe 2 safety cars. So, yeah, my review's going to be coming tomorrow. Sorry it was a bit late today. I had things to do, but I've managed to do the video. So, yeah, this is Solo P1. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Solo P1 Instagram. Solo P1 on Twitch, Solo P1 Twitter, and YouTube, Solo P1. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to follow on Twitch. And hit the like, dislike, whatever you like. And hit the alert button so any new videos come up, you'll be the first to get them. I haven't streamed in about 4 weeks. I've had no monitors. I've been changing my monitors. Been getting some new up-to-date monitors. I want to get 3 at the moment. I got 2 LG monitors I've got. I'll be doing a review on them down the line as well. High-tech ones. You know, top of the range. Got 2 monitors. Now I can stream. I had no monitors before, and a couple of weeks ago I got 1 monitor, so I couldn't really stream from 1 monitor. But now I've got 2 monitors. I can start streaming again. And I'll probably get the 3rd one probably near Christmas time. But I've got my 2 monitors. Now I can start streaming. So look out for me on Twitch again. I'll be streaming F1. I'll be streaming Assetto Corsa Competizione. And normal Assetto Corsa as well. F1, like I said. Maybe Project Cars. Depends. I don't really play it that much. The main games really are Assetto Corsa Competizione, and F1 2019. So look out for me streaming them. Maybe now and again I'll probably stream a bit of Call of Duty, depends, but not much. So this is Solo P1 signing out of the 2019 F1 Russian Grand Prix qualifying. See you later guys for race day tomorrow. Solo P1 signing out. Bye.